have this vivid memory of sitting in the bathtub one time and just crying.
I think I punched my dad once.
You're not in charge of me right now. Like, you just won't leave me alone.
I had an epidural in my back, so I couldn't move very well.
She just wanted me to keep pushing and keep going.
Everybody had one. Like, if you didn't have one, you were looked down upon.
This is a show where teenagers share their experiences growing up in today's world. I'm your host, Dr. RJ, and this is A Teen's Perspective.
All right, so today, what I want to talk about, and I need your help with, is we're going to design something that I think is great information, and I need your help. So everyone has to participate, all right? So if you're going to participate, give me a high five. Everybody's going to participate. I need high fives, everybody. All right, so the whole team is participating. Awesome. So what we want to design together, okay? We want to design something together. What we're going to design is the perfect life for a teenager. That's what I want to know. I need to know this information now because I'm not a teen. I know I may act like a teenager sometimes. That's a compliment, by the way. But I need to know what the perfect life look like, all right? Because one thing you're going to notice is whenever you face disappointment, where did the disappointment come from? What happened, where it came from is you had an expectation of some sort and it did not happen. So either I had an expectation that I have a trustworthy friend and my friend just turned their back on me. So now I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. All right. It was my expectation. So what I want to work with you guys today is let's create this idea of what the perfect life looks like for a teenager. And I want something that we're all going to agree on. So get your fingers ready because I need the information. I need everyone's input. You all are from different states, from different backgrounds, from different ethnicities. So tell me if you can literally describe the perfect life for a teenager, or just for you. I mean, maybe you're a preteen, or maybe you're a young adult. Tell me, what does the perfect life look like for you? Mick is straight out the gate. Mick says straight A's, /smart, popular and good at sports. I like it. Zero disruptions, no stress, being given more freedoms, all A's, a healthy family, good friends, good mental health, enough time to be alone and chill out. So that means she's busy. Free time, energy every day, no exception. I like it. The perfect life is being able to eat French fries every day. Hey, I will say this. So I'm super healthy eater. I mean, like healthy, I'm vegetarian. You know, I don't like to eat processed food, like something that was made in the lab or whatever. I'm straight like out of the earth, right? But there's always a but. I love cookies and ice cream. I'm just saying. Cookies and ice cream. So if you ever want to like do something nice for me on my birthday, which is May 30th, by the way, send me some Tips Treats in Austin, Texas, man. I love ice cream and cookies. All right. But the second thing I love the most is French fries, man. So French fries, I can really pig out on some French fries. So yes, this person said they can eat French fries every day. All right. The perfect life is being able to eat. Oh, I said I'm stress-free, relax, getting my own car, good grades, lots of friends, getting to go to school. That's actually kind of cool. This person want to go to school, being able to fly. So on this one, Logan, when you say fly, you mean fly a plane or like truly like just being like Superman? I'm just curious. Traveling the world, popular, happiness, self-love. All right, perfect. So all of you guys said a few things. We said energy. Someone says happiness, straight A's in school. So I think that's a general consensus if everybody want to kind of do well in school. Friends, great friends. Also popularity get thrown is also mentioned here as well. Health is a big one, and family. All right, so the question is, how do we create that? That's the question, right? So if you have a vision of what you think the perfect life is, and currently you are not living that perfect life, the question is, how do you get there? Like, what is missing? Like, what do you need to get there? You tell me. I'm going to tell you, but I want you to tell me first. Let's see. Perfect grades, no stress, no family problem, trustworthy, awesome friends, doing something awesome with my life. No one's saying I'm going to be fat. I love sweets. Caring about people's opinion less, self-love, being able to go to places. Hey, this is kind of cool. I like this one. So that's what her definition of a perfect life. But let's see, how do we get there? Because think about this. If you already think you know what a perfect life is and you don't have that, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think you're going to wake up every day feeling amazing? No, you're going to be always thinking about what you don't have, essentially, right? So what I want to do today is help you get there, at least one step closer. That is the goal. That's the whole reason that we're going to talk today, is to help you get closer to the perfect life. And I have the answer. That's the thing that's so cool about it. I have the answer. I'm very curious to see what you guys have. All right. So this person says confidence. So on point. That's what I'm talking about. Having a lottery tickets in Alabama. You guys keep talking about the lottery, man. You think money solves all problems? Raise your hand if you think money will solve all your problems. Raise your hand. Let's see. I see 2 people. Okay, 2 people think that. All right. Hard work. No pressure from society's norms. Okay, I like this. You guys are getting there. All right. So raise your hand if you are already living that life right now. If you already believe you're living a perfect life, raise your hand. Okay, Lawrence says she's close. Let me go. Jada says she's close. Okay, Kennedy says she is. All right, so real quick, Lawrence, Kennedy, and Jada. I just want to get you guys' explanation on this. So let's start off with Kennedy. All right, Kennedy, you say you live in a perfect life. Talk to us about it.
I feel like I'm living a perfect life because I have Jesus, I have love, I have peace of mind. There's no chaos in my life. Now, I'm not saying my life is perfect because we all have ups and downs, but I also feel like I have the strength to make it through.
That's awesome. So what Kennedy said, there's a couple things. She said she feels like she has a perfect life, and she wanted to explain to you guys a perfect life. And I noticed all of you guys did not put that anyway, right? None of you said that the perfect life was never having problems or never having issues or never having things not work out in your way. None of you guys said that, right? So Kennedy said, I feel like I have the perfect life, but it's not to say that things don't come up. First, she said she has Jesus. So that's belief. Belief is important. The second thing she says, she felt like she had peace. All right. She said she don't have all the drama in her life. That messes us up. So great job, Kennedy, on that. So I'm going to go to Lawrence next.
All right. So pretty much like the perfect life. I mean, like it's like simply like having parents who love me, who like take care of me and stuff. And, you know, going to a nice school, getting accepted into college, like finishing my senior year 110%. Like, I mean, yeah, like there's going to be problems like along the way and stuff. And not everything is perfect. But just because like someone has a perfect life, it doesn't mean that everything's 100% because like not everyone's perfect. So it's like, honestly, my perfect life is in my own way because everyone loves me and I'm getting all these college opportunities and I'm just being me.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for sharing that. So 2 things that we've discussed here, and I'm trying to give you guys a secret here because I want all of you guys to start living your perfect life. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when you're a senior, but guess what? Right now, like as soon as we have this phone, I want you guys to do something. I'm going to teach you what you're supposed to do to live this perfect life. All right. I'm going to teach you, but you got to do it. I can't like go and force you. And funny, it's very funny. Sometimes, as you guys know, we get progress reports, right? Your parents in this program, they send me a progress report every 2 weeks and just tell me how you're doing. Sometimes I get great ones. Sometimes I get not so great ones. The ones that are not so great, sometimes they ask us like, hey, I need you guys to go and fix them. You know, at some point, I believe there may be some type of like technology where I can kind of reach my hand into the screen and like grab somebody and shake them, you know, or something like that. I don't know. But for now, I can't, man. I don't get to drive to you guys' house, right? So it's super, super important that you guys put what we're talking about to action because it works. I'm going to give it to you, so hang out with me, all right? So I'm going to give you the secret. Hang out. But I do want to go to Jada because Jada says she's close. All right, Jada, talk to us, Jada.
I would say I'm happy and content with where I am. It's a perfect life for me because I have people that I love and who love me, and I have opportunities that I'm taking and I'm working towards my goals and stuff. So I'm content.
That's awesome, Jada. All right, everybody give Jada high fives. Good job, Jada. High fives. Awesome. All right, so you've heard 3 people talk about this perfect life, right? Before, there's always going to be some people that's like, some naysayers I call, like, it's going to be like, no, I'm not buying that. All right, so I want you guys to make sure we're all on the same page. Can we all agree that relationships is an ingredient to a perfect life? Can we all agree on that? All right, is that one of them? All right, everybody hold up one if you believe that's one of the ingredients. Okay, everybody agree to that. Next is some type of achievement, whether it's in sports or at school. Hold up number 2 if you think that's part of the perfect life. All right, so that means if you had loving relationships and you had some type of achievement in your life, whether it's in school, straight A's, maybe it's in a sport, that means you would be like overly happy. And then the third one, which is a big one, is what? What was the third one that's going to like really contribute to this perfect life? What's the third one? It's not money, by the way. I know some of you guys are like, hey, I win the lottery and all that. What is it? Third one is self-love. All right. I think of 3 or 4 of you guys said that. So if you're telling me that if you have relationships, loving, fun relationships, you have achievement in some area of your life, like whether it's, like I say, school or sports, and you love yourself. These things, as you guys describe, remember, I'm not describing this. You guys are telling me this. You are saying that this is the ingredients to the perfect life. Now, is there a fourth one? If it is, put it in the chat so I can add it to the list. These are 102 people from all over the country, all teenagers ranging from different ages. Tell me what we're missing here. Let's see. So someone says they would add mental health. Okay. So I would put that with self-love because I think mental health and self-love, there's a lot to go in with that. Someone says friendships. That goes with relationships. Remember, I'm talking about all relationships. Your parents, relationship with your parents, your sibling, your nephew, your best friends. All right, let's see. Benevolence, love. Yep. I like that. Belief. Yep. That's still my confidence. Yes. Confidence there. Being happy with other people. Okay, perfect. So this is it. So you guys agreed on this. All right. So I would write these three down because think about it. I didn't come up with these. You guys came up with this. You all says amazing relationships, loving, caring, fun relationships, achievement in some way, whether it's, their Rubik's Cube with Tyler, he had 25 seconds first, and then it dropped down to like 17 seconds. And the third one was what? Self-love. So when I say self-love, some of you are probably like, oh man, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. No, what self-love actually means and it's more so the mental health aspect is how are you viewing yourself ultimately? Some people look at themselves like I've heard people say, I'm ugly. All right. Somebody actually say, I believe I'm ugly. That's not self-love. I'm stupid. I'm not smart. So if you want to know if you love yourself, think about all of the I am words you've ever used. Okay. So think about your most recent time where you said, I am. And what did you fill that in with? If you says, I'm stupid, I am lazy, I am ugly, I am fat, I'm a loser. If you say those words alone will destroy your perfect life. I promise. So now that we have the three, now I'm going to tell you how to get it. All right. So who wants to know how to get it? Raise the roof. If you want to know how to get it, I want to see you raise the roof. Let's see. I need at least 20 people raise the roof before I teach you the secret. All right, here we go. All right. First thing, I see you guys raising the roof. I appreciate it. In order to live the perfect life, it requires one thing. And this one thing, I'm going to teach you how to do it, but it requires this one thing because if you don't do this one thing, your life will either stay consistent the way it is, possibly get better if you win the lottery from what you guys are telling me, but we know that all of us will not win the lottery. So here it is. You have to take action. It's mind-blowing, huh? It's mind-blowing. You have to take action. Now, it seems very elementary. Like, what are you telling me, RJ? Like to live a perfect life, I have to take action? Yes. All right. Now, there's a couple ways you have to take action. Remember, it's three. You just told me the three. All right. I'm going to teach you the 3 ways, but I'm going to teach you something that's more important than 3 ways. All right. The first one we talk about is relationships. Right now, I want you to write down, if you have a piece of paper, one relationship that you want to improve right now. You got to write it down. It's important. Part of the steps. Remember, I just told you the secret to living the perfect life. You got to take action. Well, guess what? I'm telling you some action to take right now. So write down this person's name. All right. Let me see. Some of my friends. I want to get closer to my girlfriend, my parents, my nephew, my mom. All right. It's so important that you guys write this down. I'm telling you, it's so important because I want you got to remember this. You got to see it. So now that you've picked the person, I need you to identify with this person. What do you think is the one thing that is limiting your relationship with this person? The one thing. Just choose one, the biggest one. Think of a domino, right? How many of you guys have ever set up a bunch of dominoes? Like a bunch of them and like hit it and then all of them went down and did some cool like a maze or a trick or something like that. So think about when I'm telling you the one thing, think about that first domino, that if you hit this domino, everything else just falls into place. So think about the one thing that is holding this relationship back. All right. You got it? Give me thumbs up when you have it, when you know what that is. I know some of you have to think about it. All right. Ava was quick. All right, Ava, in the chat, I don't want to put you on the spot because you were quick. All right, Ava, tell us which relationship you would like to work on, the one that you chose, and then what's holding it back.
I chose that I would want to improve the relationship with my parents. And I think it's like arguments and politics that's holding me back from
Okay,
that.
so arguments and politics. So describe a little more about that.
We just don't agree on a lot of things.
Got it. So, and it's mainly politics that you disagree on?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. So here we go. So I'm glad Ava did share this. All right. So remember, This is something I'm a secret to tell you guys this. Oh, man. Hey, if you're excited about what I'm going to teach you about relationships, because, that was not my plan, but we're about to go there. If you're super, super excited, give me the biggest smile on your face. A big smile. Come on, Jonathan. I want to see that huge smile. The biggest smile you can give me. Come on, Delaney. Jalen, come on. I don't see your smile. I need to see teeth. Come on, I'm an orthodontist. I like to see teeth. All right, here we go. I'm going to teach you guys. Now, this is something super cool I want you guys to remember for the rest of your life. It takes two people to fix a relationship. It actually takes two people. Two people. So if you have a broken relationship with someone, you could be the most amazing person in the world, and that person could be like, nope, get out of my face. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. So it actually takes two people to make it work. But guess what? It only takes one person to influence the relationship. That's the key. So it takes one person to influence it. So yes, two people have to eventually get together and figure it out, but it takes one person to get it going. So right now, you have the power to fix your relationship. So right now for Ava, remember, the key to a happy life, we already named them. It was relationships, achievement, and self-love. All we need to do is start to work on one of these things today, and you're going to see changes happen, okay? Ava, if she fixes her relationship tonight, and she can start it tonight, she's going to be that much happier, and she's going to feel like she has a perfect life. If you believe that, Ava, give me a high five. If you believe that you can fix your relationship tonight. Okay, so Ava's bought in. So I'm going to tell her how to do it. I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. Now, in order to fix this, you have to change your perception. First thing, okay? To fix any relationship, first thing you want to do is change your perception. The reason why you're mad at this person, the reason why you don't get along with whoever this person is because you're perceiving something about them. In other words, you're guessing. My parents think my brother is the favorite. How do you know that? It's a guess. Well, no, because they said it to me before, and they buy my brother all these gifts, and they're always like laughing with my brother. But does that actually mean that they believe he's the favorite? If we could take their mind and open it, and I would read it, I guarantee you wouldn't say he was a favorite, right? There's so many other explanations for that. So the first thing you guys have to do is change your perception. It's a guess. You're guessing. You cannot read minds. Who knows what I'm thinking right now? Nobody. You can't read my mind, okay? Once you change your perception, what will that do? So right now, Ava says, we don't get along because we're always arguing about politics. We're arguing about politics. So I'm going to ask Ava something, all right? So Ava, I'm going to bring you back on. So this politics that you guys are arguing about, what is your current perception of your parents? Like, why are they arguing with you so much?
They want me to be educated, so I make good decisions in my life. They want me to see both sides.
And you don't want to see both sides?
I struggle with it, but I want to.
All right. So basically, you feel very strongly about the way you feel. And your parents are like, hey, see both sides. And you're like, no, I don't want you to see both sides. Now, in Ava's case, it's actually a little different. So do you want to see both sides or no?
I do, but it's hard.
It's hard. All right. So Ava, we actually took another detour, right? Because in most cases, the reason there are arguments is because you are guessing something about your parents or your friends, right? So if Ava was like the average, I say average, but if I had to poll like 100 kids, 85% would be like, I think my parents are mean. I think my parents don't hear me. I think my parents are unfair, right? So what I would encourage that person is to change your perception. Now, why is it important for you to change your perception? Because it helps you take action. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. It helps you take action. What is a driver of action? If anyone knows this answer, I'm going to give you like a triple high five. Put in the chat. What is a driver of all action? Starts with an E. The driver of all actions. Yes, Devin. Emotions. Yes, your emotions. How you feel will determine the actions you take. Well, guess what controls how you feel? Who knows that answer? Starts with a T. Who knows it? Braden says thoughts. Yes, Devin says thoughts as well. So listen, it's very simple. Whatever you think will determine how you feel. How you feel determines what action you take. So if you want to change your life to get to a closer to this perfect life, then guess what? You need to change the way you feel. And the way you change the way you feel is the way you think. So going back to Ava, if her problem with her parents is that she thought her parents were mean and unreasonable, I would say, Ava, how do you know that? Ava would say, well, because they said this, they said that, they said that. I'm like, well, can you read their mind? No, I cannot read their mind. What would change if you just guessed differently? Can there be a different explanation of why your parents are treating you the way they treat you? Could there be a different explanation? The answer is yes. Yes is a different explanation. So if you changed your guess, then you would feel differently. If you felt differently, then you would take different action. But in Ava's case, it's completely different. Ava says she wants to do what her parents are telling her to do, but she can't. All right, let's go back to Ava. Come on, Ava, come on down. Now, Ava, let me ask you this question. Why can't you? Because in your mind, you're like, hey, I probably should see both sides, but I can't. All right, talk to us.
Probably just because they're my parents and I always find a way to disagree.
Really? You find a way to disagree with your parents. Why is that? Why do you think that is the case?
I don't know.
All right. When did you first notice that you started to do that?
Probably like since the beginning of COVID.
Oh, the beginning of COVID. Raise your hand right now. I want to see how many people. Raise your hand if you literally know, you can be honest with yourself. Like you find a reason to disagree with your parents on purpose. You just want to be different. Okay, I see Eden. Thank you for Naveen. Yes. Now, the question is, why do you guys want to do this? Think about it. Why do you find enjoyment? Because you're getting enjoyment out of it. Because you know human nature. Remember, humans act on things based on pleasure or pain. Either you're running away from pain or you're running towards pleasure. So you're getting pleasure out of arguing with your parents, or to be friends with them or be close to them is causing pain. Tell me, why do you think you're doing that? Why do you guys want to argue with your parents on purpose? Put in the chat. It feels like I'm a defense mechanism sometimes. I just want to be right. Okay. So you guys want to be right, MC, to let my word out. Okay. All right. So Ava says the reason why she wants to argue with her parents, and I'm hoping you guys are really capturing what we're discovering here, because I want you to know that there are layers. Okay. It's never as simple as it is. It's never as like, oh, it's just politics. I knew right away it's not politics. It's deeper than that. All right. So now we're starting to get into deeper. Ava says she wants to feel heard. So that tells me when she's talking with her parents, she doesn't feel heard. Tell me some examples of when your parents, is it they're talking over you or they don't value your opinion? Or tell me more about that.
Yeah, I definitely feel like sometimes they don't value my opinion and I feel like they think that they know more than me. And that really bothers me. And it puts me in a place where I feel like I have to defend myself.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Ava, we're getting somewhere. Did you guys just see this? Did you just see this kung fu magic of coaching? The reason why life coaching is the coolest thing in the world, and the reason why the most successful people in this entire world all have life coaches. Every one of them, presidents, all of them, they have life coaches. Because oftentimes when we're in our own life, we get stuck because this is us in our life. We have blinders on. A life coach can help remove those blinders so you can see the bigger picture. So with Ava, it's never about politics. It's not about politics at all. It has zero to do with politics. It's just that Ava has probably educated herself on politics enough where now she can go toe to toe with her parents, because her parents can be talking about other things, but she's like, wait, actually, I know about politics, so we can go back and forth. So that's probably why Ava was like, I'm going to use politics, but it's not about politics. So ultimately is this: Ava doesn't feel heard. All right. She doesn't feel heard, which can often mean she doesn't feel valued. She feels like her parents are talking at her and not actually appreciating the young adult that she is. Right. So the way she gets her way in that is by arguing, by fighting back. Say, okay, if you don't want to hear me, I'm going to find a way to be heard. I'm going to get loud. I'm going to go back and forth with you. Even if what you're telling me I agree with, I'm going to find a reason to go against you just so that I can get my voice across. Is that sounding pretty clear, Ava? Is that pretty accurate? All right. So how did I know this? And I don't live with Ava because I know human nature. This is human nature. Now, how does Ava change her relationship with her parents tonight? Like tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. How would she do that? Who knows the answer? How do we do that? So I actually told you guys the answer before that. Starts with the P. We need to change our what? Perception. Yes. So the way Ava changes her relationship immediately is to change her perception in her mind, deep down in the subconscious, right? In the conscious, she thinks it's just, oh, it's politics. Yeah, actually, some of the things my parents say I agree with, but I'm gonna fight them anyway. But if we go deep down, it's not that at all. Is that I don't feel heard, I don't feel valued. Like I want them to see me for the person I am. So she needs to change her perception, because the reason why she gets angry, anger comes from what she's thinking about. So most likely Ava is thinking either, well, actually, I'm gonna let Ava tell us. Ava, what do you really, really think about your parents? Like, why does it anger you so much that your parents do not value your opinion or you don't feel heard? Why does it really anger you?
I just feel like I want them to see me for who I am. And I feel like sometimes they think of me as like a little girl, and I'm not that. And like, I just want them to see me for who I am. It's hard to explain, but
yeah, no,
it makes me feel the way I do.
No, it makes perfect sense. Because how old are you, Ava?
I'm 14.
Okay, 14. So Ava's 14 years old, all right? Ava's 14 years old. She's like, listen, I have a mind of my own. I'm not this little kid anymore. Like, I want to be heard. I want to make decisions. I want to get some freedoms. And her parents are like, nope, you're a kid, you're a kid, you're a kid. Now, is it true that her parents look at her like a little kid? Is that true? Is it true? What do you think? Raise your hand if you think her parents truly see her like a little kid. They do not value her as being a young adult. Raise your hand. All right. I see a couple hands up. All right. So my question to you is this. How would you guys ever know? Think about it. How would you ever know? Even if you were to ask your mom right now, Mom, do you value me? What do you think your parents are going to say? Yes. Right? We can't read minds, right? She will say yes. Now, is she telling the truth when she say yes? I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I can't read her mind either, right? So if we're going to guess, why not choose the guess that's going to make us feel better? And what makes us feel better will help us to take action. Because think about it. I didn't tell Ava to pick her parents. I told you guys to pick a relationship. And a lot of people actually pick their friends, right? I want a better relationship with my friend. Ava says, you know what? This bothers me. The fact that I brought this up, it bothers me. I want a close relationship with my family. All right. That's what she wants. So if my job is to give her that, the way she can get that is by changing her perception. If she changed the way she thought, then she would feel differently. So Ava, I'm coming back to you. Tell me, what is another reason why your family may talk to you a certain way? That is not the fact that they look at you like a kid. Try to think of a different reason and a reason that's actually better than the reason you've guessed before.
I don't really know because they want me to respect them.
Okay. They want you to respect them. And do you respect them?
Yes.
All right. You respect them.
They don't think I respect them.
Right. And the reason why they don't think you respect them is because of the arguments. Because you quick to like stand up for yourself. You quick to challenge them. So most old-fashioned adults would be like, yeah, you don't respect me because you're talking back. So we got to get at the root cause of you talking back. The reason why you feel like you're talking back is you have to defend yourself. What do you think you need to defend yourself of? And you mentioned that it had to do with just this feeling that they value you. My question to you is, what is another reason why that they may demonstrate that they don't value you? Because you're thinking it's like, oh, they think I'm a kid. But could it be another reason is the question? Another reason. It could be about a maturity thing. You get to a specific age where you realize you can use your own voice and speak your mind. It could be, right? It could be. So ultimately, we don't know what's in our parents' mind. So say, for instance, her parents actually do value her opinion. They really do. Whenever Ava says something, before they go to sleep, they talk about it. It's like, man, Ava's so smart. Like, she's such a young adult. Like, I think she's so amazing. This could be her parents' conversation. But guess what? What are her parents probably thinking? Ava's 14. I remember when I was 14, and there's so much that I'm afraid I don't want her to get hurt. So the only way I can make her sure that Ava doesn't get hurt is if I protect her. And the way I protect her is by getting her to like just listen to everything I say. So this is probably your parents' rationale. Now, if that is the case, say, for instance, you were able to read your parents' mind and you saw that. You're like, oh, that's why they're doing that. How does that make you feel? If that's truly what they're thinking, how does that make you feel?
That makes me feel a lot better. It makes me feel like they care. It gets more of like a caring thing instead of them just trying to shoot me down when I try to like say my opinions and things. That does change my perception about it.
All right, perfect. So did you guys just see what happened here? It's a guess. Now, could I be right? I don't know. If I had to guess, I would think that's probably the case. Just me talking to so many parents over the years, I would guess that's the reason. But am I right? I don't know. Is Ava right? Maybe her parents really just look at her kid and they don't value her. Is that right? I don't know. But which one should you choose in order to fix the relationship? Should you choose what's going to make you mad or what's going to make you actually feel cared about? You choose which one is cared about. The way you do this, guys, I know it may seem like, wait, I could just pick anything I want to believe. Yes. All right. Because it's a guess anyway. You're literally guessing. You can't read minds. So Ava, every time you think about your parents and they start with you, because I know they're going to start, they're going to be like, Ava, you should do this, you should do that. You're going to be like, okay, they care about me. They're worried about me. You just keep telling yourself over and over. Now, what you going to do tonight? This is what you're going to do. You're already thinking they care about you now. So that means you're starting to feel better. So now you're going to take action. What action should you take right now that would drastically change the relationship? Before you tell me, I want to see what everyone else thinks. Come on, Jada, Aiden, Tyler, Emma, put in the chat. What do you think she could do right now to drastically change the relationship tonight? Put in the chat. Let's see. Oh, 2 people, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. Tyler, you own it. Come on, Tyler, don't leave me hanging. Come on now. I knew you were paying attention. Don said it. Jonathan said it. Eden said it. Oh, man. Asia said it. How is it possible that everyone in here literally got the right answer? So, Ava, I know you know the answer, but I'm going to just tell you what everybody else is saying. Everyone said this, and not me. Remember, I didn't say this. They said, talk to your parents. Oh, man, that would drastically change your relationship with your parents. So tonight, this is what you want to do. When do you talk to your parents? When they're busy, give me thumbs up. I'm going to start listing out things. You give me thumbs up or thumbs down. When do you talk to your parents? When they're super, super busy. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs down. Good job. When they're mad, thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs down. Good job. When they're agitated, thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs down. When they're stressed, thumbs up or thumbs down? When they're happy and laughing, thumbs up or thumbs. That's it, guys. Bingo. If you ever have to have a conversation with anybody on Earth, okay, including aliens from Mars, you always want to have a conversation when the person is feeling good. You have to remember this. You do not want to have a heart-to-heart or a serious conversation when someone is sad, mad, agitated, annoyed, stressed, okay? Because it won't work. I'm going to tell you that now. It won't work. The reason why is because whenever you are mad, you have a different lens, okay? You see things differently. You hear things differently. So you may say, hey, RJ, I really enjoy your class. And I might be mad. I might be like, what do you mean enjoy? You should love my class, right? But if you caught me when I'm happy, you're like, I love your class. I'm like, oh, that's the sweetest thing you said. So thank you so much, all right? So you want to always have conversations when people are happy, in a good mood. Now, how do you know if somebody's happy or in a good mood? How do you tell? Well, we look for signs. Generally speaking, if you're happy, you're smiling, okay? Generally speaking, when you're happy, your body language is different. See, if your body language is upright, you would think that, okay, I'm smiling and I'm upright. So when you talk to your parents, man, you want to be cheery, smiling from ear to ear, all right? So you want to wait till they're happy. Now, Ava, you're still with me. When they're happy, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to them. And whenever you're having a conversation, never, ever, ever talk about the person. You only talk about the action, okay? So you never want to be like, Don, you're a liar. Man, that hurts, right? You don't ever want to talk about the person. I would say, Don, I felt like you lied to me, or I felt whenever you said these words, it was untrue. I didn't say, Don, you're a liar. That's what most people do. They get mad and say, Don, you're a liar. I'd be like, hey, Don, I'll wait for Don to be happy. Hey, Don, I need to talk to you about something. Seriously, something that really bothered me. Yesterday, you told me that you was going to pick me up so we can go play basketball, right? And I waited and you never came, and that kind of hurt me because I almost felt like, that was a lie and it really just bothered me. Guess what? Do you think Don and I are going to fight? No. Don most likely will be like, oh, my bad. Guess what, man? I actually thought I was going to pick you up tomorrow. It was a miscommunication. So, Ava, when you go tonight, I want you to start off and say, Mom and Dad, I am so excited to have this conversation with you. So then your parents are going to be like, okay. Because you know what that did? That kind of calmed the mood. That is very different to say, I need to talk to you. Come on now. Imagine Jack, if I was like, hey, Jack, I need to talk to you right now. What happens? Immediately, Jack starts to get defensive. Immediately. But I'd be like, hey, Jack, oh, man, I cannot wait to tell you about this. This is going to be so awesome. Jack starts to lighten up. So, Ava, you'd be like, Mom and Dad, I really want to have this conversation. It's going to be so amazing. I'm so happy to have this conversation. You know why? Because guess what, Mom? I had the opportunity today in class to choose anybody I would love to grow my relationship with. And guess who I chose? You guys. All right. Now, you don't have to do all like that. I'm animated. You don't have to be that animated. You're like, Mom, I really want to improve our relationship. I want to take our relationship to the next level. Oh, that's so sweet, Ava. Tell me. Okay, Mom, I discovered today what was holding me back. Remember, she said me. She didn't say you. Anytime you're talking to someone, you don't want to blame anyone. You want to talk about yourself. That makes people accept you more, accept the conversation. So, Mom, guess what? I figured out what I was doing to hold the relationship back. All this time, I was thinking that you guys didn't value me, that you didn't care about me. You just looked at me like a little child. But what I'm starting to realize is that you guys truly, truly care about me and that you want me to be safe. Oh, Ava, give me a hug, kissing on her head and all that. Now, Mom, what will help me out tremendously is if whenever I am sharing something with you, if you guys could just like hear me out. Like, don't cut me off. Let me talk all the way through, because that is how I feel validated. That's how I feel like that my conversations are worthy. They mean something. Just let me get it through. So that's something that what you can say. That conversation is going to go so well. I promise you. So well. She started the conversation off happy, right? She noticed they were happy. She kind of said, hey, this is going to be a great conversation. And then she said, guess what? I noticed about myself that I am willing to change. And then this is what I need from you to help me out. Which person would not try to help you? Think about it. Why would your parents be like, no, I'm not helping you? Of course not. So Ava, so tell me, after all we've been talking, how are you going to approach the conversation? I'm just curious. I just want to hear it.
I'm just going to approach it with an open mind and in a good mood, and make sure they're in a good mood. And I think it'll work out.
Yeah. Yes. So remember, if you're going to have a conversation, there needs to be an objective. Okay. So remember that we don't talk just to talk, right? It's communication. I'm talking to Jordan is because I want Jordan to understand something. I'm not going to just talk just to be heard. I mean, yes, you could do that. But in Ava's case, she's on a mission. Now, what is the objective of your mission? What is your objective? I know you want to make the relationship better, but what action do you want to see from your parents? Because you already share with your parents what your action is going to be, right? Because you say, hey, mama, guess what? I changed my perception. That's your action, right? You're taking action towards a relationship. Remember, one person can influence a relationship. So Ava is going to tell her, she's going to state her action. Mom, guess what? I found out what I was doing to hold this relationship back. I used to think you guys thought this, but now I know you think this. Okay, that's my action. Now, what objective do you have from your parents? What do you want your parents to do?
I just want the respect to go both ways. And I think that would really improve our relationship overall. And I think it would improve our communication.
All right. So we're going to pause there. Okay, guys? I hope you're taking notes. This is important. I hope you're taking notes. So what she said is actually right. She's like, hey, I want the respect to go both ways. Now, can that statement be twisted to start an argument? Think about it. What do you think? Thumbs up, yes, or thumbs down? What do you think? Can that word, hey, I want the respect to go both ways, is that a yes? That can actually turn to an argument. Because think about it. Your parents think they already respect you. And they're thinking that you don't respect them. So if you come in and say, hey, listen, I want the respect to go both ways, that is definitely going to cause an argument. All right? Because they're going to say something, they're going to trigger you, and you're going to go back and forth. Remember, they're happy, you're happy. First, you say yourself, what change are you going to make? Okay? Mommy, I'm going to make this change. Hey, I know you guys love me and care about me. Now, what do you want from them? Now, you said the word respect. Respect, there's multiple definitions. Explain, what specifically do you want to see changed?
I want them to listen to me and appreciate my opinions with like an open mind.
Perfect. How would you know if they're listening to you and appreciating your opinion?
Just like noticing that they aren't cutting me off in conversations or trying to change my mind automatically without even listening.
Oh, give me some. Ava, don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging, girl. Come on. You see what just happened there? So I'm hoping you guys are taking notes on this, man, because this is like, I was supposed to do an entire training on relationships and how to like get along with people. And we went here. I wasn't planning on going here, right? I had some other things I wanted to do, but Ava took us here. And I'm glad she did. But I really need you guys to write this stuff down, because this will happen in every relationship you have. So remember, write these things down. Number one, approach the relationship when they're happy. They need to be happy. You need to be happy. They need to be happy. Don't try to talk to somebody when you're mad. You're wasting your time. Okay? Happy. Everybody's happy. That's number one. Number two, you want to state what you're changing about yourself. You start with yourself. Because remember, if there's two people in a relationship and you guys are not getting along, whose fault is it? It's not going to be one person's fault. Both of you guys are doing something to cause a relationship to go that way. Okay? So you want to state what you changed about yourself first. That's important. You go first. Second is you must have an objective of what you're wanting. You have to have clarity. At first, Ava says respect. Respect is not clear enough because everyone has different opinions, right? And also respect is like subjective, but it's not really clear. So now I say, Ava, what does that look like? And she said it, them not cutting me off and them not automatically trying to change my mind. That was two things she said. That is clarity. So now that is Ava's objective. So tonight she's going to try to achieve those two objectives. Now she has to express that to her parents. That's her objectives. She expressed it to her parents. How will she do that? How does she tell those two objectives to her parents? Can she come out and say, okay, mom, since I'm doing this, I want you to do this. Don't cut me off. And I want you, don't try to change my mind. Will that work? Yes or no? Thumbs up if it works. Thumbs down if it doesn't work. All right. I see. Not, even Ava said it's not going to work. Okay, Ava. So tell us, how can you do it? How can you portray that to achieve that objective?
I would approach it with like a very even tone, like not like I wouldn't act like angry or act like, I was like setting out a goal, because it's more of like a heart-to-heart conversation. And I feel like if I'm just setting out a goal and like making it very like straightforward, I feel like it's not going to work out.
Yes, I like it. So whenever you guys are dealing with relationships, keep this in mind. Generally speaking, people don't like to be told what to do. Okay? I know you guys know that. Your parents tell you what to do. You like it? Who loves their parents say, hey, you need to do this. You need to do that. No one likes that. So that means you can't do that in your relationships either. No one likes that. So the question becomes then, how do you get the person to do what you want them to do if you can't tell them? It's all about how you're communicating it. So I'm going to give you an example in Ava's case. Mom and dad, I already told you, I discovered this. Now I know you love me. So I'm going to work on this. Remember, you're still talking about yourself. At times, I do feel this way. I really feel this way. When we're talking and sometimes I feel like you're cutting me off, I immediately go to the mindset of like, you guys don't value me. But you know what? I know you value me. I know you're trying to protect me. I'm remembering that, and it makes me feel so much better, and I think it's going to help our relationship. Now, what just happened there? Did you guys get that? Did you see how I kind of gave them some information without telling them what to do? I gave them information. I say, Mom, I know you love me, but at times when I feel like, remember, everything's a feel, because their parents may think like, hey, I've never cut you off. What are you talking about? I've never cut you off a day in my life. I've always let you talk, right? That's possible. So I feel, the feel is a key word. I feel like when you cut me off, when I'm talking, you guys cut me off, I always goes to this mode of like, you don't value me. You don't care about me. But what I'm going to try to work on moving forward is that you love me and you care about me. You're trying to protect me. Now, Mom and Dad, can you do something to help me out? Please, can you do something? Here we go. They're going to say yes. Trust me, they're going to say yes. So anytime we're talking and I'm talking, it means the world to me when I'm talking, if you please let me finish a statement, because I know you want to jump in because you already want to help me and I know you want to help me and I know you love me. But if you let me finish my statement, that is the way I feel heard. Her parents will be like, oh, I didn't even know I was doing that. Honestly, I didn't know I was cutting you off. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. That is the conversation you want to have. All right. Will this work tonight? Yes. Will her parents cut her off tomorrow? Yes. All right. Why is that? Why would they still cut her off tomorrow after she just had this conversation? All right, we got a couple more minutes. I'm going to hurry tell you. The reason is because, yes, they're going to forget. Change is gradual. Listen, this is what they've been doing their whole life. I mean, for the longest time, since she was, a long time, right? It's super hard to like turn it off. It's really hard. So there have to be grace from Ava. Ava has to know this, all right? Remember, we talked about this at the beginning. Expectations. Your expectation will determine how you feel about life. I want you to expect Ava that they're going to cut you off for the next 6 weeks. Give it 8 weeks. Just expect it. Because what happens, what Ava's going to do is this. Okay, RJ, I'm going to try you. I'm going to take action. She's going to try it tonight. The conversation going to go great. They're going to give high fives, hugs, and kisses. Tomorrow, they're chilling, hanging out. She gets cut off. She's like, you know what? I'm going to be patient. And then the next day, get cut off again. And she's like, she's going to go back. She's going to start back arguing. But remember, it takes one person to influence a relationship. So as long as Ava can just understand, okay, this is going to take 6 weeks, she's going to make it to the end. Now, along the way, you want to give little hints for Mom to remember. A cool thing that this works that makes it very fun. Okay, Ava, so try this. They're going to forget. I want you guys to try this too. Think of a fun way, make it playful for you to tell the other person to remember. So a fun way for Ava to get her parents to remember not to cut her off is to do something like, hey, Mom, can we do this? This is super fun, but this is to help you remember and also help me remember. Can every single time I feel like you cut me off, can I give you a high five? That's all I got to do. High five. Or can we do fist bump? Can we do an elbow? Can we do an elbow? Whatever you want to do. And as soon as that's happening, they're going to laugh about it. So Ava's like, oh, yeah, I believe this. I believe this. No. You should think this way. Mom, come on, Mama. Give me a high five. And they're like, oh, yes, I cut you. Okay, sorry, baby. Keep talking. Because I guarantee you this has nothing to do. Her parents love her. They care about her. They want to protect her. Parents have made a lot of mistakes when they were younger, and they see their kids in them. They're like, man, you cannot go down that path. So everybody, give a clap for Ava for being such a great sport today. All right, Ava, can you do me a huge favor? I want you to email me tonight. Let me know, or tomorrow when you get time, and let me know how this conversation went. I'm just curious. I want to know about it, all right? I'm going to put my email in the chat. You email me and let me know how the conversation went. Now, the other Ava had a question.
I just wanted to ask, if you're in this situation, but your parents are, still mad at you, when's, the right time? Because when you're, question. I don't know.
Yes, wonderful question. If your parents are mad at you, should you have a heart-to-heart? No, you should not have a heart-to-heart, all right? How long will it take for your parents to no longer be mad at you? Well, I don't know. Ava, tell us. Let's see, how long they've been mad at you?
Well, like we got in an argument last night. So like, I know how my parents are, and I think I should just wait like another day or two. Because I find that like with them, even when you apologize, they're not going to listen because they're just too mad to hear any of it, you know?
Yeah, and that's the truth. Remember, I was telling you guys, when you're angry, you can't hear the right way. I mean, you hear things differently, right? And Ava just said she noticed a pattern in her parents. She noticed it takes a couple of days. So yes, Ava, that's your strategy. Wait until they're happy. You want to wait till a happy moment when you guys are laughing and then say, bam, let's have that conversation. And that's when you do it. All right, cool. Thanks. Wonderful question. All right, guys, great job. Emma just put it out here for us. Emma says, you look for signs of laughing, smiling, happy mood. That is when you look for to have any conversation, not with just your parents. It could be your nephew, your friends, anybody, your teacher. You want to wait until they're happy, have the conversation. All right, great. You guys have been awesome. You stayed with me longer than you had to. I really appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye. I hope you enjoy listening to the group coaching session. And I also hope that you are able to learn something that would help strengthen the relationship between you and your teenager. Until next time, this is a teen's perspective, helping parents see the future.